This is how you make R&B samples in the style of Drake's Nothing Was the Same. So I started off this idea. I was watching one of Loner's videos, shout out to him, and he was showing a technique where you get vocals, and what you do is you create a pad, but you don't go too many chords, and then you pretty much flip that sample. So pretty much, I'll show you what I mean. I started off with this one sound from Analog Lab, the Echoes Pad V2, and I just created this like super simple chord pattern, like it's just a C major with just, I don't know, taken out. Doesn't really matter as long as the chord kind of remains the same. And one thing about the human's ear is we like consistency. So having like one note that stays the same all throughout is like, it's good for our ears. I don't know, just some musical things that might help you in your music. And I got this sample from Vox, this vocal sample. And originally I think the BPM was a lot higher. I think it was like 130 or 116 or something like that. And so if it's just what that sounds like, I'll just play a bit of it.
Darling, we were meant to be. Goodbye, my love.
Yeah, so super basic. And then what you do is the real source is I bounced it into one wave file, I reversed it, and I think I time stretched it so it's half a speed. And then what I did was, because it was obviously too fast, I brought the tempo down to I think like 84 or something. I was just messing with the tempo as I was going, and then this is what that sounded like in the end. So now it just sounds crazy. Now it sounds like a proper sample that's been flipped. And the reason to keep all the chords relatively the same or like similar is because you're going to add your own chords now. And so what I did was I found this piano. I just used this butter preset from Analog Lab, and I used ripchord. If you don't know what ripchord is, it's just a chord generator. It's super gas. I use it in a ton of samples when I'm not feeling like creative or I can't figure out sample chords to use. And all I did is I just found it to the C major scale, and I was just messing around on my keyboard till I found a bunch of chords. And I found these chords. And I did a bit of tweaking to the chords, make it sound how I wanted to. And I also added a ton of effects as vintage Valhalla reverb just to push it in the back. Cymatics to add a bit of like vintageness and also cut down the sample rate. What 40 does in most of Drake's production. And just an EQ to cut out some of the lows. And then once I had that, the sample was like really pretty much done. I didn't want to add too much. I didn't want to overcomplicate it. I just added this bass, just following the root notes. I wanted like a super dark, gritty bass, something that you hear like when all the drums get taken away. It's just like super dark, I don't know. It sounded sick in my opinion. Anyway, I wanted to keep this sample super simple. I had like another element, but I was just like, nah, it's like doing too much. And then what I did for the main vocal sample that I chopped up at the start is in the second half, I just time stretched it so it's double time, and it just adds a bit of variation and leaves more room, I guess. And yeah, I did something different with this. Instead of bouncing it all out into one wave file, as you guys would know, I just routed it to mixer track 1, and I just put a shapeshifter and I just pitched it down because I knew I kind of wanted to send this out kind of as is, and I also wanted to send it out as like an idea to someone that I knew. It just came out crazy as well, so I don't think it needed some more effects or anything. And yeah, anyway, this is the final sample. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. Follow me on Instagram at Louis Oblin. Get my Dimensions Analog Lab kit if you haven't already. It's 50 multi-sound presets. You get 10 bonus samples, 50 midis, 5 perks and 5 textures, all for $20. So if you haven't got it now, go grab it now. It will be the first link in the description. But anyway, this is the final sample. Peace.